Today, we're converting the newest member of the roster to dead rail. Coming up next on the Baldy Palms Railroad. Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to convert the GP38 SP4846, just like her sister 3441 from Santa Fe, both GP38s, both Lion Chief Pluses with Bluetooth. So I picked this one up a few months back and just been real busy lately, and now it's time to convert her over to dead rail. So we're going to basically do the same thing as we did with that one with the Santa Fe. That was in an episode a few months back. I'll put a link in the show notes for that. You can go back and check that out on how I did that one. We're going to take a look at this side. I have not been in here yet, so I don't know if the electronics are the same, because I know these were made in different years. So we're going to see what it looks like inside the 4846. So let me put the 3431 away and get the cradle out, and we'll open her up and see what's inside. Okay, for starters, we're going to take out the screws holding the body in. I remember from the last time there is 4 of them. All right, we're going to flip her over. Let me take a look and trace the wires. I had to disconnect a couple of wires right here, and I also snipped one of the zip ties there to open up the wire loom so I can get in there and see where the wires are going. Not sure on this angle you can see, but these 2 wires right here and this one, these are the power wires going to the board. So this wire right here that's going down into the chassis, that is going to be your center rail positive lead. And for this one, you can tell it's going over to ground, so that is tied to the ground system of the locomotive. So to convert this to dead rail, pretty darn simple. You don't have to really do anything else. I choose to leave the rollers on the wheels and leave all the wiring on the wheels in case I want to convert it easily back to 3 rail. It's just a matter of disconnecting a couple of wires. One thing you do have to remember, though, is that these wires are still going to be hot if you're running track power, if you run this on track power. So what I do is I snip those off and then cap them so there's no chance of anything shorting out here inside the locomotive. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect this wire, and we are going to run a tether, and we're going to run it down through the coupler here and out the back and tighten it all up. We'll do a little test run first before we button it up, and that's pretty much it for converting this one to dead rail. So let me get these done. And all right, first of all, here's my tether. And I put the ground on here. That's the ground, and then we got the positive over here. So now with this one, we are going to disconnect the 2 wires that go from the 3rd rail. So we're just going to separate those, and we're going to tie together these 2. Okay, a little dab of heat. All right, that's it. So now these wires, I'm going to cap these and I usually tag them with a little piece of tape identifying which wires these are, in case I get back in there and don't remember. So I tag those as third rail wires, positive. So here's our little tether, and we're gonna worm that through there and get that all pushed through there. Get some insulating, some weather shrink wrap on there, and then we'll get it all tied up and do a little test. All right, so I got it hooked up. I put it on the locomotive rollers. If you're interested in building some of these locomotive rollers, I have a video on how I built these. I'll put a link in the show notes for that as well. This is the battery car. I run 14.8 volts. These are either LiPo batteries or lithium batteries. I trying them both to see which ones are the best. I'm kind of leaning toward the lithium ion batteries for that, but this one is the battery car, and I also have one over here. This is another battery car. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of room to put a battery inside the locomotive, so most likely you're going to have some type of auxiliary car to run it on dead rail. But I get about 4 to 5 hours of operation on a full charge of either one of these batteries, the LiPo battery and the lithium ion battery. All right, so we're going to turn it on here and see what happens. Oh, we got lights, and we're going to use the universal remote, and we're going to go on number 3. And we got sound. And now we just rotate the dial a little bit. I don't know if you can see these moving or not. Those are the cam motors. And reverse. All right. Okay, so it's working. I'm going to tie it all in, button it up, put another zip tie on there, and do one more test. All right, got it all buttoned up. Got it hooked up to the battery car. Just do a quick little test again. Using my universal remote. All right. Okay. She's good to go. Let's move it out to the layout and see how she runs on the layout. All right. Out on the layout. We got Southern Pacific 4846 ready to go. Give it some power. Nice sound. Let's give it a run around the layout, see what it sounds like. that about wraps it up on the dead rail conversion of SP 4846. Hope you like the little runaround. Seems to be running just smoothly on the layout. I don't know if you noticed I had a Southern Pacific train other than the Baltimore and Ohio battery car. The rest of the cars were Southern Pacific. Gonna see if I can find some more of those cars. If you like this video content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the little bell for future episodes coming real soon. Comments are always welcome. And again, we'll see you next time.